Hello my people, welcome back to J6 Flips. It is a Tuesday here in the San Fernando Valley and we had some luck at the Goodwill Bins on Monday, so we're going back today. It wasn't like we found a bunch of stuff to flip, but it was the fact that we paid so little for items that could flip for so much that we just have to go back and see, because the Goodwill Bins, everything changes every day, so I literally could, I believe, go there every single day and find awesome items to flip because there's just so much stuff going through the Goodwill systems. Okay, we just pulled into the Goodwill Bins and already we're noticing that the parking lot is not as full. I don't know if that's from the rain or if Tuesdays just aren't as busy. But either way, we're here and we're gonna find some stuff. As soon as I walked in, I see this Gracie Jiu-Jitsu gi in the first bin right by the door. There are a lot of different brands of these, but Gracie is definitely one of the better names to find. So we're bringing this home. Then we come across a familiar sweater here. I've actually bought and sold one of these before. It's a Universal Studios Harry Potter sweater. This one's a Gryffindor. It's a nice little pickup for sure, especially at the bins, so we're going to grab this one, even though it is a smaller size than we'd like. Another gi in this bin here. This one's from Jean-Jacques Machado, a legend in the sport. Unfortunately, it's not as popular as the Gracie one, so I do end up putting this in the cart because it is clean, and I was going to get it. But I ended up deciding on leaving it, so I put it back later. Then I came across these colorful shorts. The material felt nice, and I gave it a quick look on the comps, and it is a pickup, especially at the bins. The button here is kind of peeling, which I ended up just peeling all of the paint off of it, so it's one consistent color. And a medium should sell, especially with the summer coming around. This next one is a brand I used to pass on just because it wasn't my style, but it definitely sells. Shirts, jackets like this one, pretty much anything John Varvatos is a pickup. This one's got cool buttons on it, and it even had a torn wrist that I noted in the listing, and it's sold within 24 hours. I'm certain it would have gone for a lot more if it was in better condition, but faded and torn, I will take the offer they sent, especially when this jacket's not going to cost me more than $5. This next item is a brand that I don't really know a lot about, but I do see a lot of it on social media, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. I'm not sure if this is a popular style or color or anything, but I definitely swooped on it and see what we can get. When something catches your eye at the bins, you definitely have to take your time to investigate. A quick glance at the tag and a search on eBay, and I knew that the brand was good. This exact shirt wasn't on there, but I definitely wasn't going to leave this behind. Tossing stuff around a bin is a good way to unearth some stuff that's hidden in the bottom of the piles, and this is a nice little find. It is a cap gun from Disney, from Frontierland. There are some listed and none have sold, but I definitely picked this up, even with the broken pieces and chipped paint. And this is such a bins find, a fake Gucci scarf. I mean, I would have just left it behind, but I brought it with me. It weighs nothing, and it's just a cool little thing. I ended up giving it to my mother-in-law, and she loved it. Much like company uniform work shirts and things, I only pick up these military-style thermals at the bins because of the prices. They don't sell for a lot, but they do sell. I found these long sleeves and 2 pair of pants that are the same color. Once again, I only grabbed this because it was at the bins. This is a Built, B-Y-L-T shirt. The brand is good. I'm not sure about the Orange County Fire Authority on there, but I'm hoping someone wants it. Here's just a glance inside my local Goodwill Bins. Usually pretty packed, but that day wasn't so bad. As I look through all my finds for the day, just want to reiterate, there's no way I can get all these items at anything close to the prices here at any thrift store. So the Goodwill Bins just provides a really, you have to look through everything, but it will be worth it if you find a couple of things. And I've always found a couple of things. So there's so much stuff, it's almost hard to leave empty-handed. Alright, so we must have grabbed some heavier stuff because we spent $28 today and we got a good amount of bags here. A full bag, so obviously more than yesterday, and a gi that's pretty heavy, so could be some good flips in here though. $28, I think the gi alone will get that back. That means everything else is profit. Shout out to the LA Unified School District teachers who are on their 3rd day of striking for better pay. Obviously these teachers are underpaid, but hoping they can figure it out and force the hand of the district to start dishing out some money. So we're looking for our own money at Hope of the Valley. All right, so it's 8:59, but we already let people in, so let's go. So I just grabbed this from right down there, baseball card album from CMC, old school bindings. Got Mel Ott, Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth. This has got to be something. Shout out to American Arbitrage. It's pretty bad. Dang. This is a polo I keep seeing here. I passed on it when they had it overpriced, but they've dropped the price since. This is a men's Los Angeles Sparks polo. Not a lot of Sparks stuff sells, but this is just too high quality to leave behind in a thrift store, so I brought it with me. Then I grabbed this Lululemon hat off of the top rack here that they have over the clothes. They just had it way overpriced for my blood, and I couldn't take this. It was a cool hat, and I thought about giving it to my wife, but she's not going to wear it. Back in the polo section, and I see the other LA Sparks polo that I keep seeing here. They also dropped the price on this one. It must have been donated by the same person because not a lot of people own Sparks gear, but it's a different size, so I'm not sure what's going on, but Nike Dry Fit with the purple and gold had to take it too. I've had a lot of luck selling these tank tops I found at Hope of the Valley. They're always kind of older style, 90s looking things. This is a newer brand, and I've seen a lot of it online, but I'm not sure what it's worth. They had it priced at $7 minus 25%. I was willing to take the risk on it because of the quality of the jersey, but for the most part, I'm not even sure about this brand. Checking all the sleeveless items here. I mean, I've sold Billabong and Stussy tank tops from here before for good money, so I'm always looking, and I come across a Michael Jordan Spike Lee tank top. The tag reads Breezy Excursion. It's not vintage, but it is cool. Definitely have to grab this. And then I'm heartbroken to see this stain on the lower back here. I've tried to OxiClean this thing, but I'm still in the process of cleaning it. Then finally checking the expensive rack as I do at the end. These are the things they price up higher because of brands or logos or whatever they think or whatever reason they come up with. This one was priced way too high at $30 for this Lulu. That really doesn't leave me any room for profit, and you could probably get something like it or better for cheaper on eBay. Alright, keeping in the spirit of spending a little for hopefully big bucks. Got a lot of the card book and then a couple of clothing items, including the Sparks things, so those are just too high quality to leave behind. I'm sure someone will be out there. Not a lot of Spark stuff sells, but I also don't think a lot of people are listing a lot of Spark stuff. So there's that. Looks like I had a hard time getting this shopping cart out of park there, but either way, didn't find a lot of stuff in hard goods, didn't find a lot of stuff in the other areas, and I ended up in clothes where I found these red Van Lee shorts. They're very soft material, that's the only reason I kind of inspected them, and the comps surprised me, so I took them. Still in the shorts here, and I'm mostly looking for athletic gear like cycling shorts or basketball shorts, but I come across these Travis Matthew shorts. They're not golf shorts though, they're swim trunks. I didn't even know they made swim trunks, so I took them. Then I had a surprise guest pop in. Yes, Lynn Flips. Okay, so I only ended up getting those golf pants, or those golf shorts, because the Travis Matthew swim trunks, the comps weren't really there. They sell, but they probably sell for like $15. The shorts are probably $4 or $5, so if they were at the Goodwill Bins, I'd grab them for $2 or $1, but it just wasn't worth it for that. But just got to be picky with stuff. The other golf shorts those sell for like $40 or $50, so definitely worth the flip on that. So I grabbed those, and then Lynn Flips actually came and stopped by to say hello because she was in the area, even though she's supposed to be working. And we're actually going to grab lunch now, so I'm going to get out of here and enjoy some time with the wifey. Alrighty folks, so we're at the J6 Flips mothership now, here to pick up the one sold item for the day. It is this Brazil soccer jersey. It's a Nike Dry Fit authentic jersey, so bought this when Brazil was making that run during the World Cup, so of course I was actually willing to pay up. I paid $15 for this at the thrift store. I believe it was at Council Thrift Shop, or maybe Hope of the Valley. And just sold it for 40 plus shipping. So I think I had it listed at 50 just to kind of make people reach, hopefully. Most of the jerseys were selling about $40, so I was glad to accept that offer when it came about. I did want to kind of take a second to talk about how the week went from being back at the bins and then going back to the thrift stores I usually frequent, and it's pretty evident that the deals are at the bins. I mean, the time you spend looking through and meticulously having to find stuff definitely pays off when you only have to pay a couple bucks for each item, rather than having everything organized and still having to look through stuff at thrift stores but paying premium thrift store prices. So obviously I wouldn't be paying a lot of things like that Brazil jersey, $15, but at thrift stores it's pretty common for polos to be $5 or $7, and then long sleeves to be 10 or something like that, or around there. At the bins, everything's the same. It just goes based off the weight, so it's up to you to really just find stuff. That's the hardest part about it, is that it's just mayhem. Everything's spread out and kind of you got to dig through it, but it definitely works out. So what I know now is that the bins is definitely the better option, and I'm just gonna have to drive out there. I really am curious to see. I wish I lived closer so I could just, roll out of bed, go next door and be at the bins, but it's pretty convenient compared to some people I know who drive hours to get to the nearest bins. So I can't keep complaining about that 20-minute commute there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go all in. I want to see what it's really like if I'm there every day, because they're rotating all the bins and everything's new and refreshed every other hour. I'm curious to see what would be there if I'm there maybe every day of the week, or at least most of the week, at least stopping in to make one quick round, see all the bins, and then get on with my day as I usually do. So we're gonna have to do that next week.